Welcome back to Is It True News. Yeah, I'm going to try to make this really brief. Number one, bring your pets in at night. If you're still stupid enough to tie your dog up outside at night or chain him up, you need to start bringing them in for two reasons. One, the entities that Cern let loose feed off your pet dog. Not only does it feed off its fear, it feeds off its fluids, and it's just going to look like your dog had a heart attack. And believe me, these creatures are hungry. So bring your dog in at night. Secondly, the wildlife, the animals, during these disasters, you're going to see some in your yard. And I'm going to ask you to have some compassion and just feed them. Whether a bear comes in your yard or a deer or some foxes or something, just throw some food out for them. And you have to see it from their perspective. They're in this disaster, and their whole home life is destroyed, and they have nowhere to go but your yard to look for some food. So feel blessed because they're asking for your help. And you're going to want to keep your cats in too. I mean, the hawks are just about already starved to death. They're moving up to the northern states, out of the areas that they're normally in because of the disasters, and food is scarce. And they are very bold, and they get bolder. I can testify to that. I recently started leaving my cats out because, of illness, and I had to move into a dumpy little small place, and etc. Anyways, I felt bad, so I started leaving my cats out. And luckily, my dog wanted to go out and was fussing quite a bit when she wanted to go out, so I got up immediately, and it's a good thing I did, because there was 5 hawks out there trying to get my cats. And this is something that we're going to have to realize is going to be happening because of the scarcity of food for wildlife. And so I just threw some chicken parts out in the parking lot, and they came and got them, but I'm keeping my cats in. And it's not unusual for a bald eagle to attack a dog if it's hungry enough. And so keep your pets safe. Bring them in at night for those 2 reasons, and don't let your cats go out during the day, because they're going to be just prey for the wildlife, and also those little dark entities that Cern let loose. And yes, I mentioned the earthquake, which is by the states that surround the Great Lakes. The report does say explosions too, is possible deadly explosions, and the only thing I can think of is Ohio does have that nuclear plant on one of the Great Lakes it sits on, and it hasn't been fixed in years. The research shows that, I think it was a couple years ago, they were trying to raise money to fix it, and they needed like $1 billion, and it really was the company's fault. Of course, a corporation then, greedy corporation. Anyways, they didn't fix it, and they were looking for the state to forego the money, and the state didn't want to do it, so as far as I know, it hasn't been fixed. So it looks like it might be one of the locations planned for a disaster, a planned nuclear disaster. And this aluminum stuff that comes down and you breathe in, you're going to have to detox it out of your body, because it's, when they start bringing the heavy magnets out to simulate the Planet X coming, it's going to really affect your body. And also with the microwaves, it's going to tear up your insides, because it's going to heat up the aluminum and metals in your body. So get some detox for that, and make sure you get those metals out of your body. And yes, it makes a difference. If you put a little flake, just a small flake of aluminum in your microwave, what does it do? Well, that's what it's going to do to your insides. And it's going to just destroy you. So start detoxing on that. You can do it through vitamins or herbs, or there are also right frequencies that will detox your body as well. All right, I hope to have these posts up tomorrow on our G Plus page of some of the research I've been doing, and I will get to the email. I thought Gideon was doing it. He thought I was doing it, and he's making his way to Texas, or at least trying to see what he can find out. Okay, God bless. Take care. Good night.